Alright guys, we are in for legs. I feel like I need to yell, but I shouldn't have to yell that much with this mic on. Honestly, this session a little bit for me is just going to put my head down and crack on with it. I feel pretty tired the last couple of days. I've been putting quite a bit of pressure on myself outside the gym, so I kind of just want to crack on with it. I'll throw some tips around with training. That's literally it. So we're going to go starting with the adductor, one working set of 8 to 10 reps. Then we're going to do another set of 10 to 15 reps. We're going to hold the stretch for 3 seconds on this one, but I'm going to do about 2 to 3 warm-up sets and then go into my working set. Everything I do, I'll do about 2 to 3 warm-up sets, like anything from like 3 to 6 reps, nothing too crazy. Just build up to that working weight and then we'll go into the working sets on everything we do. So it's not really a warm-up. We normally warm up on the machine that we're about to work on. I don't know how much talking I'm going to be doing towards the end of the session, so I might as well get it all out of the way now. So everything we do, just keep an eye on the eccentric. Everything is like super slow, like on that eccentric, so on the way out, really slow and controlled on every movement, upper body, lower body, aiming for like 2 to 3 seconds on the way out, and then focusing on about 1 to 2 seconds on that contraction. Just take your time on that lowering phase, real slow. And then, I hope you guys can hear me. But we're gonna, same on everything. Take your time setting up the machine, make sure the setup's there. Again, 2 to 3 warm-up sets, then we're gonna do some working sets. So with that one, what we were aiming for was trying to get a 2-second squeeze at the top. First set, 10 to 15 reps, 2-second squeeze at the top. The second set, we'll do continuous reps, 15 to 20 reps whilst we're away from the music. A good thing is always like, just keep an eye on everything we do. We're locking into the machine extremely hard. Like on the quad extensions, pulling your ass down as hard as you can. On here, I'll be pulling my hips into the pad hard, yanking myself into the machine. Otherwise, we're just like floppy. Everything tight, core, everything tight, and all I'm gonna be doing is working that hamstring. So stay nice and tight and isolate those muscles. We have one working set, about 8 to 10 reps. We're going to do a rest pause on this one, so it's a little bit lighter. The second set will be about that 12 to 15 reps. Rest for 10 seconds, rep till failure. Do that on both legs. I'm ready for a rest, I think. I'll message. Yeah, I'll see how I feel. I need a good night's sleep tonight. I'm ready for a rest. My body feels a bit tired. And again, you gotta listen to your body. I'm good, like, I'll make progress, but it's knowing when to back off a little bit when you need to, because we're in this for the long game, so we just wanna make sure resting more than ever. guys, so we're on to the hack squat. So hack squat, I've only got one set here. So one set, all out. If I could do that again, I could have pushed harder in the first set. So you got one set, 8 to 12 reps, and that's it. Last warm up. I've literally worked my way up. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate. I'll just do 1 rep here, and I'll get ready for the working set. Alright guys, back to after I was talking about pills and getting high on music. Leg press, we're going to do 1 set of 6 to 9. We're going to get a 2-second stretch at the bottom. It's fucking horrible. Then we're going to do a second set of a 4-second eccentric. So 10 to 12 reps, 4 seconds on the way down. So each set has a different training method. But yeah, there's a couple things you'll notice with this. Foot positioning. Take your time playing around with your foot positioning. High, low, everyone's legs are built very differently. So just play around with foot positioning so you can get the depth, heel stays tight down on the platform. Kind of the last major movement. Seated hamstrings. Try and unpick my wedgie. Right guys, what we're doing here. I'm gonna do 1 set, about, I think it's 8 to 10 reps. Then we're gonna do 6 by 4. So after that working set of 8 to 10, rest for 10 seconds, 4 reps. Rest for 10 seconds, 4 reps, until all 6 sets are done. And the guy that makes these fucking horrible training programs is behind you. That guy there. So you can blame Cam for all of this shit. And I hope he fucking watches it as well. And if he doesn't, I'll know. Good one, guys. Push yourself back. Get locked in. Push yourself tight in. We'll finish off with some calf work, abs, and I'm done. With calf raises, again, calf raises, loads of people just bounce. They kind of just go real quick. They don't focus on dropping the heel nice and low, feeling a strong stretch, and then almost like imagine like going onto your tiptoes like you're on heels, like the balls of your toes, and squeezing your calf at the top. People just kind of just bounce up and down, no control. So just make sure, deep stretch, squeeze at the top. when it comes to abs training, it's just like making sure you don't use your hip flexors. So disengaging the hips and really just focusing on contracting into the abs. When you do a hanging movement, it's a bit more advanced, if you can call it that. So sometimes just get used to contracting your abs flat on the ground with a basic crunch without using your hip flexors. So it's almost like, think about kind of doing like a bicep curl with your abs. It's that slow contraction in, kind of almost arching the upper body and your knees into each other. Abs have gone now. All right guys, that is legs done and dusted. Definitely feel a little bit fatigued. I think that's the good thing about being quite nice and honest, if anyone knows me. Over the last few days, it's been good. It's been a nice pressure that I've had on. The environment here and everything like that's amazing, but sometimes it gets to you a little bit, thinking you need to be doing X, Y, and Z when actually just stay true to yourself. And I've lost out on a little bit of sleep doing that, lost out a bit of an evening routine. So going in tonight, I just want to make sure I shut down at kind of 7 p.m. and really focus on my sleep quality and things like that. And it's definitely showing. I just feel a bit more fatigued coming into this session, but still very good progress was made. So we're in that position now over the next year. It's not going to be very aesthetically pleasing. Body's going to obviously gain body fat, and we're going to be growing into the show next year. So obviously as much YouTube as we can get filmed over that time period, we'll do so. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go home, eat, maybe close my eyes for an hour, and then crack on with the rest of the day. So have a good one.